Hey you all, here we are diving into practical to scale designs, and I want to show you my favorite measuring tools. One is my feet, so I know that my feet happen to be 12 inches long, which is great, round number. Another thing I use is my pace. So this is a step. A pace is 2 steps. My pace also happens to be around 5 feet, pretty darn close, which is a nice round number. If it's not a round number, it's okay, because this is how we do it. You can just multiply, super simple. For my design project, I am going to revamp this garden bed here, and I'm going to start by measuring the length and the width of the garden bed, and then the width of the pathway, and also a distance between a tree and the other bed. So let's talk about pace. Here we go. I'm going to show you how I do it. When you're pacing something out, you want to do the straightest line possible. If you don't walk in a straight line, the measurement is going to be longer than it actually is. I oftentimes pace things out 2 or 3 times just to see if I'm getting the same measurement. I might average them out a little bit. All right, let's try it. So I'm starting at this elderberry here, and I'm going to go as straight as possible to the end of the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the tip of my toe is right at the edge of the bed there. So 5 times 5 is 25. This bed is 25 feet long. Should I do it again? Yes. 20, 25. Yep, pretty much right at 25. All right, now I'm gonna do the width of the bed. Hitting my heel right at the edge here. I'm actually gonna use my feet for this, not my pace. So I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 5 feet wide. It used to be 4 feet, but I think I added a foot on last year, just as I was working. It's just funny. We went this direction a little bit. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time it's measuring 4 feet. I'm gonna do it a third time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet. Yeah, okay, so it's 5 feet wide. So I've designed my pathways to be the width of a wheelbarrow. I know that they are 3 feet wide, but let's go ahead and pace it. 1, 2, 3, yeah. These pathways are also swales. They are 3 feet wide. You may be asking yourself, how accurate is this? Well, I got out my measuring tape and I measured this bed, and then this is where 25 feet is. So you can see that my pace is maybe like 3 to 5 inches off max. This mulberry is very important to get on the design because all the plants here are relating to this tree in the sun. And when we're choosing plants, I need to plan accordingly. So I'm gonna plot this out. Here I go, I'm gonna pace this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 and a half. So that would be 15, 16, 17, 18 feet. All right, so I know that this bed is 25 feet long. This bed is 18 feet long from the tree to this beautiful eucalyptus tree. And now let's take it to the map and draw it out. Well, here we are, pen to paper. This is my long, awesome piece of grid paper. I'm a big fan of grid paper. This one has been around the block a few times. I have gone ahead and marked my compass for my directions. It is not a map or a design unless it has a compass. Otherwise, it's just a drawing. So now that we can get oriented, boom, we can lay out the garden beds. I've also chosen a scale that is 2 squares equals 1 foot. And I chose this scale because it's what allows me to draw the bed as long as possible on the piece of paper I have. If I had a shorter piece of paper, I would probably do I could do 1 square equals 2 feet. You could do 1 square equals 5 feet. You decide. Yeah, so I went ahead and I marked out 25 feet up here. That just helps my eyes. And I know that I am mapping, and I chose 25 feet because we know that's how long that garden bed is. One was 25 feet and one is 18 feet. So I wanted to map out the longest one first. I'm gonna come in a few lines just because I know I have plenty of space going this way. And I'm gonna go ahead, I don't even have a pencil handy. I'm just doing it with a pen. I feel confident enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and come this way. And then the garden bed was 5 feet wide. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I'm just gonna kind of come in here. Oh. And then we know the pathway is 3 feet long or wide. 1, 2, 3. And so the other one though was 18 feet. So I'm just gonna put a little dot there, and now I'm gonna mark 18 feet. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, you know what? I have to do it. Now I know I need to go out and do some more pacing, because it's not 18 feet. This is where the elderberry is. It's actually 18 feet in from wherever the mulberry is to the edge here. And so there's data that I don't have. So I have to go back out to the garden, and I need to measure this whole bed from the same point, from elderberry to bed. And then I can measure in 18 feet to mulberry. All right. That might seem confusing to some of y'all. Rewatch the video if it does, and it's okay because I'm gonna come back and show you exactly what I mean in a moment. Feeling distracted by the goji berry bush. We're here to measure the length of this bed. This is nettle, and this goji berry has been here for probably like, I don't know, 8 years. But look at that cutie. So sweet. And has like a little nightshade kick to it. It's really delicious. Okay, I'm gonna pace out this bed and then go back in and plot where the mulberry is. All right, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's not 30. It's more like 25, 26, 27, 28. Now I'm using like my pace plus a foot. It's like 28, 29 feet. So see, knowing the length of my pace and my feet is really helpful. All right, we are back, and we have paced out this garden bed, and we know that it is 28 feet long. So I went ahead and marked that up top here. And then it is 4 feet wide, except it comes to a point. So I went ahead and just drew this in at 28 feet. This is 4 feet wide. I'm gonna just draw this all the way back here. This is the full length of this bed here. Okay, where does the mulberry fall? The mulberry is 18 feet in from the tip. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right there. So I'm gonna come in. This thing takes up pretty much this much space, maybe even more. And then the drip line of the tree definitely comes out beyond. It's like this. A big freaking tree in this space. Okay, you would think that this would be super shady right here, but it's not, because the south sun comes in and the west sun comes in. So this is really sunny. This is extremely sunny. Right here is where the eucalyptus tree is. I'm gonna go ahead and draw it in. And there's some other existing plants, but I'm gonna wait to plot those in here soon. So this is my like to scale, super basic base map that we know is fairly accurate, that I've used my pace and my feet and then have checked using a measuring tape to prove how accurate pace can be once you get the hang of it. All right, stay tuned. All right, you all, here is the base map with a few plants, existing plants, newly existing plants, the fennel's there, and I just put these rosemary in. Let's see, how did I decide to put rosemary there? So here's the plant criteria. I need something that can handle hot west sun, evergreen if possible, pollinator attractor, or yeah, just something that's working with the soil there, supporting that mulberry guild. Some sort of living mulch, which is definitely the rosemary hits there. The plant list I came up with is rosemary because it's evergreen and it can handle the hot west sun. Jury's still out on if it can handle our cold winters these days, but I'm gonna try again. I'm feeling pretty called to some more salvias. They bloom. There's the Hot Lips variety is evergreen. They bloom spring through fall. They're big friends to the pollinators and they're just beautiful. Fennel is already there. It loves that spot. It's a host plant to swallowtail, and it's one I include in my digestive formulas. Echinacea is already there. Big time pollinator plant, as well as immune boosting medicinal. The wild dogga I've been wanting to reintroduce to the forest garden. I use it in smoke blends. And Monarda, also one of those lovely respiratory support herbs. So that's, so far you can see I've left room, not done, but that's as far as I've gotten on my plant list. There's still some space in here to fill in, to be continued. And then this is plant criteria for this spot here. I have morning shade, afternoon partial sun. It's pretty dry there, dry soil, or irrigate more, so I can remedy that if we want to commit to that. And something that can coexist with peppermint that's growing in there. So far, I feel really clear that I want to add some comfrey around the base of this tree here. I'm thinking about maybe some plantain, some English plantain. I don't know. I'm gonna think on it and take a look at the plant lists and continue building from there. All right, in the process, I look forward to seeing yours.